Hey, this is Metal of Faith, and I'm going to teach you how to play the next part in Seek and Destroy. Okay, so let's just go over what we've learned so far. In part 1, we learned the intro. Okay, and then we learned the transition riff in part 1 too. And then after that, we learned the verse riff. So, now, this time, I'm going to give you a big chunk, so make sure you know everything else, and if you did, then it's time to learn this part. Now, the riff that sounds like this is how you play it. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12. And then you play 7, 6, 5, 7. This is what it's going to sound like. Okay. And what you're going to do with that riff is right after you play this riff 8 times, just play that 8 times, you're going to go into this, and you're going to play that 4 times. Then you're going to go into the riff I'm going to teach you next. Okay, so that was the last part. Now, this is what the next part's going to sound like. It is going to sound like this. Okay, without the slide, I just do that for fun. Now, here's how you play that part. It is going to be 2 5s right here. Bar them with your finger like that. Double stop. Then play your open A string 3 times. Then for the next part, you're going to do the 2 5s, the double stop again. Then you're going to go to 7. Then you go back to 5. And this is what it should sound like. Okay. Here's how you play the riff in between. Don't mistake this for the riff I taught you in part 1. It's actually completely different. Yeah. And here's how you play that. Here's a 7, 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5. Now, how to play this whole riff would be, you do this riff that I just taught you. Three times like I just did. Then you play this riff. Then after that you go back into this riff 3 times. And then you play this riff, which I taught you in part 1. I referred to it as the transition riff. And you play this riff twice. Okay, so let's just go back over everything I taught you. First, I taught you this. You play that 4 times, and then you go into this. Okay, so that's what I taught you this time. In order to see the parts before, you're gonna have to check in my profile for parts 1 and 2. If you need the tab because I was too fast for you or too slow for you and you already knew the part, then you can just private message me on YouTube, and I hope to see you soon in my 4th video.